Where have all the Hangout shows gone? Let's find out.
Hey, you want to do something tonight?
Okay, meet me at the bar in 15 minutes.
So fun, hanging with the dudes, eating ice cream, watching scary movies.
The streaming landscape has made sitcoms feel like a niche concept. Ask anyone you know what show they watch while eating dinner. Their answer will most likely be that they're rewatching an old sitcom. I mean, even I do that. In fact, it took watching a rerun of New Girl to even get me thinking about this video. The sitcom gave rise to the Hangout show. The idea of it was so simple, and yet it shaped our entire personalities and how we choose to spend our time. I mean, who didn't want to while away their days sitting in a coffee shop with their friends, or a bar, or an apartment that you were renting all by yourself?
Yeah, dude, हम दोनों वापस जाके एक अपार्टमेंट रेंट करने वाले हैं. अड्डा होगा हमारा. वो टीवी शो फ्रेंड्स के जैसे.
The sit in the sitcom was aspirational. I grew up wondering and often hoping that life was going to be this way. The lifestyles on these shows felt cool. The sense of humor of the characters felt cool. Hell, even their problems felt cool. But now that I'm the same age or even a little older than some of these characters, the charm is starting to wear off. I no longer see the value in spending 400 rupees on a coffee or drinking beer every night with zero exercise. I know I can't afford to pay rent in Mumbai. So where does that leave me? Another factor that may or may not be as obvious, but in a post-The Office era, more and more sitcoms started situating themselves in a workplace or feature a talking head, or both. Did the mockumentary sitcom represent a version of life that was closer to the truth? Was it more in line with our socioeconomic and cultural reality? Maybe. So why has the Hangout show vanished? It's not because they stopped being funny, but because the life that they were selling stopped being believable. Frankly, there are shows about dragons and zombies that feel more plausible now. The reality is that there's a comfort in revisiting Hangout shows. And I feel old saying this, but there's also a sense of nostalgia. If the characters on these shows are to stand the test of time, they'll do so with several caveats and a whole lot of context setting. But the fact is that they don't represent the generation of 2025. Whether it's morally, ethically, or emotionally, they feel too alien as concepts. But that doesn't mean that the generation of today shouldn't have their own friends, or Sex in the City, or New Girl. They just need a creator who understands the distinctive messiness of being in your 20s in 2025. That's why I think the next Hangout show won't look like Friends, or even want to. And that's where I Love LA comes in. The new HBO show created by Rachel Sennett feels like the closest we've come in a while to finding the next version of the Hangout show. As someone who's from this generation and who has a distinct creative voice, Rachel Sennett feels best equipped to assume the mantle. The show follows 4 friends in LA and the challenges they face being adults in this big glamorous city. They're ambitious, they're assertive, but their lives are just as messy as most people. The show has that situational vibe, with there being something new that happens in every episode, but there's also a lot of hanging out, just not the type we've grown accustomed to seeing. Are the characters as immediately distinct and memorable as the ones we've watched countless reruns of? No. But they don't sound like 25-year-olds written by 50-year-olds. Do I find them interesting and enjoy spending time with them? Yes. Do I feel like an uncle while watching I Love LA? 1000%. If you're a TV nut like me, or you're looking for your next binge watch, do hit that subscribe button. I'm Siddhant, and thank you for supporting my little TV project.